Namaskar friends, we all know that Indian cricket team now out from the World T20 that is hosted by India in United Arab Emirates. We had lost first two matches from Pakistan and New Zealand, and that's was the turning point. And even after winning all those matches after that, we haven't secured a place in semi-final. And the team India came into home. Now our journey had ended there. But my point of discussion is not related to defeat in cricket or any type of matches, but it is something related to that. What happened when India lost from Pakistan in first match? It was the celebrations, it was the crackers, it was the enjoyment that has taken place in so many places of this country. And who are that? Nobody will say that they belongs to a single community. This is the meaning of secularism. But if you will say that they all belongs to a single community, then you become communal. I don't understand that what those people want. If they had so many inclination to the Pakistani cricket team, victory of Pakistan, why they are not leaving this country? They can go there and enjoy these all celebrations without any fear from the rules and laws, because so many people are facing now the FIR. So it is better to go there and enjoy whatever you want. But the problem is that we are not taking it all the incident for our consideration, that what are the root causes of those incidents, why these people are celebrating it. Is it a single incident or a few incidents, or it has some other type of message? As per my opinion, there are a lot of messages that is hidden in that, and we are forgetting everything. It is more than 1 week past. Now we don't think about it. Be simply happy that government of Uttar Pradesh and some other places in Jammu and Kashmir had taken some action against them. That's over. But I'm not going to leave all those incidents in a few days memory. It's a message that we should carry. I think there is a conspiracy, and its conspiracy is to make India an Islamic state. They are celebrating it, and they are telling us, to all of us, that I have inclination to the Pakistan, to the Afghanistan. We remember that when in Afghanistan, the Taliban came in power, so many people had enjoyed it, but that time they had not played with cracker, but enjoyment was there. So many statements came that the Taliban is going to counter against the rising Hindutva in this country. There was the laddu in their mind that it is going to counter the Modi's popularity. It is the defeat of Modi. It is defeat of India's foreign policy, and they were very much happy that it is everything happening against India. and so many things that they told. I had already done a video that what happened when the Taliban came in power in Afghanistan. My point of discussion today is that why we we are not highlighting all those things, and why we are not understanding the causes of all these incident, and what are our next role, what we can do if all this happens in this country. So most important thing is that we should remember it, and we should understand it, and remembrance of all those incidents should not be for a week or for a month. It should be remembered for a long time, and when the time came, we should give reply to all those individuals. There are so many ways of that, and we should convey all these messages to the like-minded people who has some type of similar type of ideology, and we should combine, because it's a big message that they are giving to us. For that, in one dimension, I want to give them thank you, that you please start and do please continue all of this incident. It gives us a feeling of unity. It gives us a feeling of fairness, and that's why we are going to unite. And it is the most responsible factor. Not only this incident, there are so many incidents had happened in the last few years. They had played a big role in uniteness of especially the Hindu community. But this secular liberal gang is telling that the Modi is responsible for this. The political party is not that much role in that. Yes, the role of the political party is what is the voice of a common citizen. It should come into a broad level. That's actually the role of the political party, and that's the BJP or other RSS and other organization has done. But it is finally the people of this country had understood that there is something going on, a conspiracy against this country to make this country weak and to make this country an Islamic state. And all those crackers and celebration were the part of that conspiracy. My point of discussion today is that we should be very vigilant for our future. There will be more incident in future because they had some type of mentality that is being set by one news channel, especially that there is something happening wrong against Muslim in this country, and that's why they should raise voice against it. They should do voting against the government, and they should be united. These are all the things that they had done also in the past. What happened in during the Shaheen movement? It was an experiment, and there was the blueprint that they had done, and they had think on that they are going to block 100 or 500 places in this country in a similar manner like in Shaheen Bagh. That's actually the motto of that movement, and one news channel has propagated it, promoted it, and feeling of superiority in his mind, and he is telling that apart from him, every news channel and every anchor of this country is now sold out in the hand of the BJP government. He is the only honest person in media. He is the only honest person in this country, and combining those person who is supporting him, And all those person who is supporting government, who had elected the government, they all are either they are andhbhakt, either they are fools, either they don't understand that BJP is taking vote from them only on the name of the Hindu and Muslim. They don't understand the issues. We, the majority opinion of this country, we are not understanding the issues. Only those community having this very minority uh, base, minority in numbers, they only understand the issues. We are not understanding issues. We are just voting on the name of the Hindu and Muslim. What the Modi government has done in the first 5 years, like giving 10% reservation to the economic weaker section, Prime Minister Kisan Samman Yojana, the 12 crore farmers are beneficiary of that. What the Prime Minister done during the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, these all are the no any factor. It is the only Hindu Muslim facts that is responsible for the Modi's victory. That news channel is telling it, but their leader is telling the different thing. His leader is telling that it was not the victory of Modi, it is the victory of EVM. And so many times he had blamed EVM, but never told that it is the victory of people. No single time he has taken responsibility that the defeat is responsibility that I am taking. Nowhere and no time and never. Always blamed EVM, but at so many places they had also won the election. That time the EVM was very well. During the West Bengal election, the TMC had won so many seats, more than 200 out of the 294. That time the EVM was working very well. When the Kejriwal won election in Delhi, it was a fantastic EVM working. But when the Modi came in power in 2019, in 2014, not talking about the 14 because that time they never thought that the Modi came in power. He was very much shocked. But in 2019, he has told that it is the Modi Lahar, not some Modi Lahar, it is the EVM Lahar. And not only that political party, so many opposition political parties doing the same thing. That's actually the respect of democracy and constitution in this country. And this secular and liberal gang is interpreting the democracy in this way, that if any majority population is electing any government, they are not going to recognize it because it was the machine is responsible for their victory. Still they think that the people of India is with the Congress party. That's actually the rumors that news channel is spreading. And one heroes of those secular liberal gang, he was primarily in the Communist Party, now has joined the Congress. He is spreading all these things like the BJP is just born, get only the 37% of vote. Still, the 63% of the population of this country had not voted for BJP. That's actually the figures that individual is giving, not a single time. At many rallies, he has told that the 63% population had not voted for Modi. And their supporter is thinking, okay, it's a big revelation he had made. I think there is no any andhbhakti bigger than this when you think that he is telling lie. He is not telling lie and he is telling right. For example, when in Tamil Nadu, the BJP is not participating. Yes, BJP might have some type of alliance with any party, like the two big parties in the Tamil Nadu, that is the DMK and AIADMK. For example, the BJP had some type of coalition with AIADMK. But apart from that, there are so many regional parties there. There are so many people who doesn't have any type of party. They are the independent. But if somebody had voted for independent, can you tell that they hadn't voted for BJP? And most important is that it is the vote percentage of the BJP. It is also the possibility in democracy that somebody is interested in the BJP to vote, but he cannot vote for their allies, like in Bihar. If the JDU is allies of Bihar, of BJP in Bihar, but somebody has problem with the JDU, he can vote for BJP, but due to the BJP candidate is not there, that's why he will vote for some other party. So to understand the Indian democratic system with this silly, very factless data and without any consideration of the people's sentiment, it's a big crime here in this country. If you understand in democracy, can it be manipulated in this way, that if the only 37% had voted for any party, the rest are against that? And it have not happened any time in the country's history that any political party has won, has taken 51% of the vote. But the propaganda that he is spreading everywhere, that still they had won the election. It is actually this is the meaning, that if the BJP had not won, that they had won the election. And what about those the Prime Minister Modi's popularity in other part of the world? If we will consider all those Israeli who is supporting Prime Minister Modi, that the Naftali Bennett had told day before yesterday that you are very much popular in our country. Modi is very much popular in United States. There are the 40 lakhs Indian in United States. They had not a right to vote for Modi. And there is the big diaspora in all over the world of the Indian soil. They have also some type of the popularities. The Modi is popular for them. Can we consider all those and we increase our 37% to 45? Is it the manipulation that I can do? Is it right to do? What actually these people are doing, it is beyond the understanding. It is totally the rumors that is being spreaded by one news channel. Also about the farmers bill. In 2013, that person was telling that the farmers is doing wrong. It is not the first time the farmers is doing strike or hartal or roadblock. It is many time. During the 2013, there was the protest led by the Rakesh Tikait. In that time, this news channel and this person was telling that it is the wrong the farmer is doing, and now he is telling that the farmer is doing very right. And what is happening at that place is very much clear. What is the body language of that individual who is leading the farmer protest? What the way of talking of that individual? Is it acceptable in the democracy? He is not talking to anybody in a civilized manner, and he is leading the protest. But the people will not tell about it because it should at least goes against the government of India or the Modi government especially. So their motto is to defame the government, By doing this, if anything goes against India also, then it is acceptable. They will not defame all those community who is always creating problem for us. We remember what was the situation of the country during the 2010, 2008, what happened in the Mumbai, in the Taj Hotel, what happened at so many places. There was the bombarding everywhere was taking place. There was always the so many riots was taking place. It all was happening, but nobody was talking about it. And still they are not telling that it was the Congress party's government was responsible for this. There was the announcement always was taking place on the stations that you search on below your seat, there may be bombs there. You don't throw dustbin in dust into the dustbin, there may be bomb in the dustbin. If you are going to toilet, first of all search, it may be the bomb there. That's actually the problem of this country at that time, and it was happening actually that time. And most interesting thing that was revealed after the Yogi government came in power in UP, that all the bomb blast was taking place, it was somewhere related to the Gazipur district, and it was related to a particular community. Every bomb blast was originated, and it was somewhere linked with the Gazipur and into a particular community. That actually was the problem. That actually was the misgovernment, and that actually was the lying down of the country, and it was the dying country that time. And the country first time born in 2014 with a new energy and new ideas and with new ambition. It doesn't mean that it was never before. Yes, I recognize the days of 1970s when the Indira Gandhi led this country, and it was the time that was good for country. There many things happened good, but finally she had done a very lot of blunder. She had done very big mistakes by imposing emergency in this country. But the last 10 years of the Manmohan Singh government from 2004 to 13-14, it was the disastrous phase of the India's history. We have seen that what Manmohan Singh had done in the Sharmal Sheikh. I remember those headlines of that days when I was in high school and I was reading the editorials of the Dainik Jagran and Hindustan that Sharmal Sheikh mein Sharmsar hua Bharat, and Manmohan Singh was responsible for that. And those individuals who is today very much active in politics and giving so many ideas, they are not only in opposition, they are also in our party. They're the maximum of the youths that, and especially the girls, were writing on the Facebook that they hate politics, they don't like politics. It was their status. It was the Prime Minister Modi first time make the popularity of the politics among youths. Whatever their party's ideological inclination today, but what's the level of awareness they got? It is from the Modi's prime ministerialship candidature declaration, and when the prime minister take an oath, then the popularity among youth of the politics started, and they should thanks the Modi for that, and I'm thanking still. But before that, I was very much interested in politics, and when I was talking about the politics, the people were telling that I had politics. There are many friends I know by name. He was living with me in the laws. I'm not in contact with them, but they were telling that I don't like politics. The politics is not good. Politics is bad. But now the youth is talking about the politics, and also there is aspiration among youth to join it. And this change had happened after 2014. but the people will tell that you are misinterpreting it. I'm giving you the factual data. And if anybody was interested in politics in that time, especially in 2010 and 11, 12, he might have aware about this, that there was the tendency among youth to abuse the politics, not to talk about the politics. If somebody was talking about the politics, especially girls was not engaging with them. If you want to make a girlfriend, and if you are interested in politics, it was the big drawback in you that you are believing in politics. There was a situation like this that I had seen and I had faced. That's actually problem and reality of that time, that the people had very much uh, habit to forget it, that that already you already forgetted what happened in the when the India lost match with the Pakistan. Slowly we are forgetting everything. We are not recognizing the causes. We are always living in present, but it's a good thing sometime. But if you should also relocate your thoughts to the past and also think about the future, that in which hand the future of the country is good and what you can do good for the future, for the country, or for the good betterment of the country. That's actually should be our motto. It's not time to blame any political party. I don't have any type of problem with any political party, but if anything happening wrong in any political party that weakens the country's political or administrative strength, in that time I will not hesitate to raise voice against this. I don't have any type of hesitation to blame the BJP for the unemployment, and I will make video on that. I don't have any type of inclination to the political party, but ideology what he is propagating or they are propagating, that is matching with us, and it is not matching with me only and with so many people only. It is matching with the majority of the population of this country, and it is a good sign that the people's belief in government, and if somebody is raising voice against the government, the people is answering to them. That's why those people are telling that the Hindu is now intolerant, because they had also started questioning the people only. They are not questioning to the government. Few times they had their voice against government in the last 7 years, but the maximum time they are abusing the people, that you are andhabhakt, you are fools, and you are voting on the basis of the Hindu and Muslim. That's actually the problem that is today. A lot of things that I have discussed, but my motto is to make aware about the people, about the incidents, and we are also the youth of the country. We should be very much vigilant that who are the traitors of this country, and if we will get chance to demise them, to make them realize that you are wrong, then we will not forget it. We will not going to spare them. That's actually the point of discussion today. Thank you very much for watching this, and Jai Hind.